Hey everybody, we're back here at Escondido Renaissance Fair. You can hear music in the background, but most important, I'm going to talk to you about the Celtic Caterer. Let me show you his sign first, but his hair is short right there. The Celtic Caterer, he's written a cookbook called the Celtic Style Vegetarian Cookbook, but he's here, he's got a booth here, and this is
Chef McBride.
Chef McBride, the Celtic Caterer. Now, so you have a catering business that is specific to Celtic type foods?
Celtic food, which I do nationwide, coast to coast.
Nationwide, coast to coast. I was driving through Escondido yesterday and I saw a truck that said the Celtic Caterer. So you get around then,
Yeah,
don't
I do
you?
things. I'm kind of out here, kind of bucking for my own cooking show, but I'm a historical chef. So I do a lot of the history behind, and I do from weddings and retirement parties and special events of Celtic food. Pretty much the expert in the United States on food from all 8 Celtic nations.
Okay, I want to talk about your cooking here first.
Yeah.
So let's go over, you have the cookbook, and while we're doing that, I'd like to ask you, what's the coolest event you've done that you've catered? One of the coolest things you've done.
Well, I don't know. I worked with another catering company in addition to my own. We did the Denver Broncos.
What?
The stuff.
Are you kidding?
I'm from Denver. So
Okay, my brother is a big Denver Bronco fan, and me personally,
wasn't really the coolest,
I'm not a Bronco person. No.
It was 2,000 people that we had to cook for
Right.
plated meal, and it was a logistical nightmare. But we got it so that from the first dish coming down to the last dish coming down was 20 minutes.
Wow.
2,000 people. That's just bringing them down.
Wow.
But-
So were there any of the Broncos football
Oh, yeah,
players
they
there
were
and
there.
everything?
It was
So you got to meet
promotional.
them and all that?
And then from
Was it when John Elway was there, or when it was Tim
No,
Tebow?
it was
Tim
after.
Tebow?
No, it was before Tebow, after Elway.
Okay, so it was what's his name? Now they traded him off, so he doesn't
Jake the
matter.
Snake, I think, was
Jake,
the-
yeah. Right,
But
I know
then-
who it is. I don't even want to say his name because I'm a Packer fan.
And then the others is I was when I used to live in London. I was the head maitre d' for for Princess Anne's engagement party.
Right, okay.
That's how that restaurant.
Princess Anne's
Princess
engagement
Anne.
party?
Her engagement party.
The Princess Anne.
Yes.
Wow. So that's pretty awesome then.
So a lot, like I said, when I do my cooking, I've gotten around the world. I've done a lot of few places here and there.
That is pretty
Always kind of
cool.
in the background, guys. But yeah, out promoting.
So
all
you got
4
your
of my
books.
cookbooks.
You've got more than one cookbook. Which one was your first one?
The first one was the Scottish
First one was
cookbook.
this one here.
Right, and that's one's all recipes of Scotland. I've won awards in Top Chef charity competitions in Denver,
Wow.
Dallas, and Las Vegas. This one we won for a roast leg of lamb and a blueberry port wine demi-glaze,
Okay.
a smoked salmon cheese pate, and a very decadent orange chocolate whiskey mousse.
Okay, I just had breakfast not too long ago, but I'm getting hungry already.
The
So
Irish
this was your
cookbook?
second one?
Yeah, the Irish cookbook. The Irish one we went for an Irish asparagus.
Now you're talking. I'm Irish.
Okay. An Irish asparagus blue cheese salad, a 3-time marinated Irish stew. You marinate the lamb first in onions, garlic, and butter.
Oh my gosh!
Second in red wine, and third in Guinness.
Wow!
And then also for a Guinness chocolate walnut cake.
Wow!
The Welsh
And this one here.
for our shepherd's pie, which tells you all the do's and don'ts of how to make a proper shepherd's pie. There's also in here a from the island of Man, what I like to call Celtic fried cheese, cheddar cheese wrapped in Parmesan risotto with chopped celery, rolled in panko breadcrumbs, and then flash fried or baked.
Wow!
And then the vegetarian cookbook has things like cauliflower and whiskey cheese sauce, black-eyed peas and a honey whiskey butter sauce, and a 200-year-old recipe for cheesecake before the invention of cream cheese. It's called a lemon curd cake.
I love cheesecake, man. Now in these pictures here on your cookbook, you kind of look like one of my friends that's watching. It's called Matthew. He's watching right now. Yeah, Matthew. He's new here at Faire. He wasn't here. You weren't here last year, were you?
Normally, this weekend I'm in Austin, Texas.
Usually you're in Austin, Texas. You kind of look like my friend Matthew that's on here right now, but he's Celtic.
Right.
See? No, he's Norse.
Norse, huh?
Norse. He's Norse,
Well,
right?
red hair
Yeah.
in Scotland.
Are these available online?
Yes, they are.
They are
through
available online. Where are they-
CelticCaterer.com, or better yet, on my Facebook page, the Celtic Caterer and Chef Eric McBride.
The CelticCaterer.com.
Also, we have a number of Celtic spices.
Oh,
that are
okay.
available here.
So you've got spices, spices blends.
Here with it. The all Gaelic seasoning is kind of the hybrid of all the different. It's one of the bases for so many different recipes. It's thyme, white pepper, and garlic powder.
My friend said his beard is longer than yours.
Well, see, now there are 5 primary herbs used in Celtic cuisine. You know 4 of them because you used to sing the songs: parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
Okay,
I just don't think
right.
Paul Simon knew how to go and rhyme tarragon.
All right.
So we also have things like Scottish haggis spice, which goes really good also
Haggis
in a meatloaf or in a shepherd's pie.
Wow.
It's got a very unique flavor to it all. Our Irish spice rub, which is really good for either smoking briskets or the way the Irish originally did it.
I love briskets.
They would completely cover the brisket with this, put it in a cold storage for 3 to 4 days, and then hard boil it for 6 solid hours.
Wow.
It gives its own au jus. Galicia and Asturias, Spain have their own spicy version. This one's one of my favorites. I put it on my scrambled eggs this morning.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you put it on your beard this morning because we were talking about beards earlier. No, not on your beard.
No. So, this is a gluten-free. There's only one mustard powder on the market, which is Coleman's English mustard. They use flour to pad it. I use turmeric.
Oh, okay.
One of the healthiest things out there for it. Mustard powder is used in cheese sauces to give it a little bit of a spice.
I know the viewers out here, there's a lot of viewers that know all these spices. My wife is the chef, so she knows all these spices, but me personally, some of this, I've heard the names and I have no clue what they are.
Celtic grilling is just exactly what it means. It needs seared heat, either from a grill or a hot pan, into fish or even into like sliced eggplant.
Okay.
Get really good flavor. And then my newest one is my Breton wild mushroom. I'm going to give you a little taste of this one. This has got truffle salt, ground shiitake in it, some rosemary, some garlic powder. So I want you to go and taste a little bit of this, and you get a good flavor of this.
Let's see what this tastes like.
So this is good. We need some dust. There we go.
Now, what's this one called again?
This is called the Breton wild mushroom.
Okay.
So this is good if you put it in like a pot.
Oh, it smells real good.
Mashed potatoes, or in butter, and even on popcorn.
Oh, I could taste that. I could see that on popcorn.
Yeah.
That's where I would put it.
Yep.
That is delicious. I could just put that all over my popcorn every day. Put some butter on it. Put some. Oh man.
Or people make that in butter, make a garlic bread out of it.
Garlic bread. Yeah, I could taste that on garlic bread too. So now you also have a CD here. What's the CD? DVD. Yeah. What's the DVD?
DVD is I normally do live cooking demonstrations at festivals. I kind of got in at the last moment of this one, so we couldn't put it together. A little dusty here. So that was filmed over at Estes Park a couple years ago.
Okay. And you have, so all this stuff is available again on your website, thecelticchef.com, thecelticcaterer.com.
Or the Facebook page, The Celtic Caterer and Chef Faire McBride.
The Celtic Caterer and Chef.
Make sure you use the and symbol.
Use the ampersand symbol to get the Chef McBride. Okay, and then you also have all kinds of other trinkets. I'm going to look at these while you help your other customers, and I'll be back to you, Chef. All right. So he's got a whole booth of other stuff too, dragons and shields. This guy really gets around. He's very talented. He's got all these incense holders, dragons hatching out of eggs, all kinds of stuff. Skulls for pirates. Welcome to hell. It's not Hell's Kitchen though. Don't get us wrong. This is a Celtic stuff. Celtic kitchen. Dragon box, or dream box, a book there that you put your stuff inside. Look at these, awesome stuff. Any good pirate would love these. Dragons, tchotchkes over here. This is all in the Celtic Chef's booth. He's got everything. And Chef, is this your dragon here? Is this your dragon here?
No, this is my wee girl, Scotia.
Oh, Scotia. What kind of dragon is she?
She is a Newfoundland Great Pyrenees mix. Travels everywhere with
Pyrenees.
me, and she's just been around festivals so much. This is like no big event.
How old is she?
She's 8 years old.
Wow, she's a beauty. I had a Great Pyrenees mix, and she was fluffy like this too, big and fluffy. Scotia, come here.
Come on, wake up. No, up,
Come
baby.
on. There you go. There you go. There's a pretty girl. She looked just like this. The coloring like this too. She was a Aussie Pyrenees mix.
Yeah, no,
Look
she's
at
just a little dirty in the mud today.
That's all right. She's pretty. Pretty girl. Hi. Yeah. All right. Now, let me ask you one more thing about your cookbooks before long.
Yeah.
If you were to recommend any one dish out of any of these for me to make for my wife, say for a surprise dinner, what would it be?
Dinner or dessert?
Dinner.
What is she? I mean, as a chef, I'm gonna say chicken, beef, lamb.
Let's go with beef or lamb.
Lamb. Either a couple of them. Actually, the Welsh cookbook's got one that's really good. They do a totally different type of leg of lamb.
Okay.
So they put slivers of fresh ginger into the lamb.
Oh, that sounds good.
Then they coat it with a honey whiskey butter glaze.
Okay.
Cook it like that, and then base it with apple cider.
Woo!
Makes the lamb go in a totally different direction that nobody's ever really
Now
thought
you're
about.
talking. We had some apple cider. Well, she had raspberry cider last night. Last weekend we had apple cider in the hotel room. So
Those are a little bit different for us.
thank you very much, Chef.
Thank
Great
you.
to meet you. Let's give a good shake there, huh? How did the Scottish give a good strong shake?
Well, no, you don't want to do that. It's not really
No? How about like this? How about like this? Clasp the arms.
No.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Lift the kilt up.
Oh, no, we're not going to lift the kilt. Well, the ladies might like that, but I'm not going to ask you to do that. Not on film. This is a PG.